Alright. Oh dear. Delete save data. No, we're not going to be doing that. Cool. Hello there, everybody. Stream wasn't popping up my subs. Of course it's not. Thank you, YouTube. Love it. Anyway, so, as you can see in the lower left there, I accidentally got up to Diamond rank. I meant to do it on stream, but the rescue mission I did gave me just a couple more points than I was expecting. So, I didn't get to do that. But we also got a lot of money, so I'm going to buy the final. This is it. This is, Final Island is the last one, because I bought this and it unlocked the Unknown Relic, so we can watch that. Or we can go to that eventually. Not really all that interested in getting a ton of Unknown, but now we have all the friend camps that we can buy. Hooray! Yeah, so we can get pretty much anything. Ain't that something? Damn, there's just a lot of Pokemon we haven't straight up seen, huh? Oh well. So we should be good to go. Yeah, we're just gonna jump straight into the next dungeon. When are we getting Pooplers? I don't have the money to spend on Pooplers. That's $9 whole. We go to the Northern Range, or we can go to the Great Canyon. I forget why we would have to go to the Great Canyon. I'm talking to Whoozy it's about something, but... Oh yeah, it's about the Ho-Oh quest. So yeah, we're going to the Northern Range. We are very strong. I still haven't gotten all the evolutionary crystals I need. I did find one more, but one ain't enough. Also, I found that you can get the speed is fast. We're going Noom. Yeah, it's a little, honestly, I don't like it as much as I did in the 2D ones. It feels like it goes just a little too fast. I think it was a little more than one item, but alright. Well, now Wigglytuff is just going to, oh my god, I can get a whole-ass Mamoswine. Ain't that something? I'd like that. I would like a whole-ass Mamoswine. So I found the only downside about having, Sriracha have, like, Heat Wave and Earth Power is that I can't actually recruit anything anymore, because the second someone even walks vaguely in range, Sriracha's already one-shotted them. Yes. I don't know, I feel like the Wigglytuff and Rescue team has to be, like, after he's finished with the Wigglytuff guild. It's like, well, I've done everything I needed to, I'm gonna let Shadow or the kids handle it, and then let them, and I'm just gonna go hand out friend areas for people that need it. Well, Zatsu doesn't know what's going on. It's true, I can become Sriracha, and I do that a lot. Like, I'll purposefully enter, monster houses, and then just go in as, Sriracha and spam Heat Wave. That even worked in Stormy Sea. Most of the rescue missions I did were in Stormy Sea. And even at that point, Sriracha was just handling everything with not even Earth Power. Heat Wave alone would be enough. I don't feel like dealing with that. I'm absolutely going to subscribe to the idea that just everyone in Wigglytuff's family is just weird and likes to help people. That's not what makes them weird. They are weird, but they also like to help people. They're not weird because they like to help people. They are weird in addition to helping people. It's a Larvitar. I've already got one. Sorry, bud. I've already got one of your family members. I guess I'll let you starve. But yeah, with the efficient bandana on and everything, like, it's great. Just oftentimes Sriracha doesn't even lose any PP. So it's just Heat Wave, Heat Wave, Heat Wave, Earth Power, and nothing bad ever happens to you. I went through Sky Tower, I went through Stormy Sea, I went through everything, like, missions all the way to the 39th floor with no trouble because of that and Small Stomach. It's great. Hello, Piri. Oh, I'm slow now. Oh, I'm fast again. I didn't think Ice Beam could get any stronger. That one's actually more surprising. And full belly. Small Stomach has got to be one of the best abilities, I swear. It's part of the reason I raised up Sriracha right now. I'd always wanted to just because I knew Heat Wave was always really good. But now you get Heat Wave and Earth Power. What happened to Armaldo after he got arrested? He died. He was converted into goop. Igglybuff had no mercy for those who break the law and converted all of Armaldo's atoms into paste. Eat. How's everyone's period of solitude going? I can't use the actual word because I would lose ad revenue. I know it's not all about the ads, but you know, it's fun coming up with additional terms for it. I went out today for the first time in a while. I got dinner because we're running out of food, and we were really hungry, so we got chicken wings and salad. And it was cool in some ways because I've never seen the local town this deserted. Not once. So that's an odd feeling. Gas is super cheap. Like, really, really cheap. I got it for $1.79 per gallon. My tank was almost completely... My tank was almost completely empty. And I filled it up entirely for under $20. So, very interesting feeling. I'm really glad I waited to pump up my gas for a while. Because A, it's not like I'm driving anywhere. And then B, it's like, nice. Now I've got all this gas for when I continue to not drive anywhere. Yeah, kinda glad I graduated already. It's kinda nice not having to do anything. Kinda sucks I'm not, you know, bringing any money in, but... you know... If I get that government cheddar, it's like I'm getting paid to sit around. And I'm okay with that. Because it's been rainy and humid and gross anyway, and I know the job as a park ranger would have been, miserable right now. we are going to drink. Who needs it the most? Ice Beam could use some juice. I was gonna say I can agree with it being hard to focus, but honestly, I kind of do my best work. I did my best work at home to begin with. A lot of the math stuff I couldn't really focus on when I was like in the room specifically, like in the classroom specifically, or the library. Certain things I could do, like English, like typing out essays, that would be fine. But math I really had to do in the comfort of my own home. Dodrio, get out of the way and let Sriracha do his job. So that was my kind of thing. Like, I would love to type essays in the library, but like for math and stuff, it would be like, I have to sit in my home because I'm going to get very frustrated very quickly, and if I'm out in public, like, I'm gonna have to just leave anyway because I don't want to sit there being frustrated in a library. So nothing's gonna get done, so what would be the point? But math, at home, I could just sit in my laptop chair, get all the shit done, and even if I was frustrated, I could at least go to the fridge and get some, like, some snacks or something. I don't know, I'm probably not actually eligible for that government cheddar either. But on the off chance I do, or I am, I'm going to spend it on bills. Gotta make sure the stuff is all paid off. I don't know, I kind of like typing. Part of it was because, like, typing there kind of gave me the illusion of extra productivity. Even if I just ended up writing, like, a bullet list, I felt more professional doing it there. And that was a fun feeling. Plus, everyone that I saw walking around was too busy looking at their own stuff to care about what I was doing, so it was nice. Well, my issue is since I didn't work for a while, I didn't file any 2018 or 2019 taxes, so that might affect me. I filed for 2020, but... Swap. I don't need this plain seed, and efficient bandanas are 700. Though I gotta say, I don't really need money so much anymore. In game, of course, in game. Since we bought all the friend areas, money is not the most important thing in the world. But man, do I like hoarding it. Yeah, viewers, if you got any fish questions, I'll read them out loud so Ace will be shocked from their reverie. And, answer them. Though my big issue with typing essays at school was the keyboards always felt different than I was used to. I'm gonna throw this, fuck it. Wow, nice shot, can I join you? Ace, how many fish are in the ocean? Because getting used to new keyboards is the worst feeling. Ace, what is the name of every fish? Oh. Ah, Wary Walk. Thank God we picked up that jump bluff. Look at Dodrio go. At least 5. Every fish is named Josh. Are there any Drake fish, or is it just Josh fish? Or at least 5 fish are named Josh, is that it? Only Josh. That's a little upsetting, actually. Alright, Ace, this might be out of your wheelhouse a bit, but, what is the name of God? And by that I mean, what's your favorite, like, do you know if mushrooms know the name of God? And with that, it means we know exactly where that is. Thunder Punch. More like Thunder Punch. Now watch this. I was kind of hoping we could recruit one of these, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Wow, I had like 3 chances to recruit a Togetic and I didn't get it. Ah, wonderful then, I'll probably get that government cheddar. I'm going to spend it on cheddar. Jeez. Yeah, you'd mentioned you've been having issues getting into the streams recently. Sorry about that. I know I'm having a similar issue because I've got like an error occurred, please try again later as an error on the screen right now. Okay, see, instead of getting no money, what if you got bro money? You ever think about that? You ever think about your homeboys just chipping in and buying you a nice salad? Yeah, YouTube is not working too well in general. It's not like it ever works, but YouTube working is like a unicorn. At first I thought it was an issue with my other computer. Like the new one I built, because it does have issues with like working sometimes. At least I know for a fact it's not the drivers, because I uninstalled all the NVIDIA drivers and it's still doing the thing. So I'm running it down to potentially it might be a bad install of Windows 10. Which I'd be more down for. That one's easier for me to fix. Alright, that's gonna be a monster house. Gotta be careful here. Babe, you allow my ocean to flourish, but don't ask me what I possibly meant by that, because it could be, that also sounds a little inappropriate. Okay. Monster House time! Heat wave! Oh, Spinnerack. Yeah, you can come along. Yeah, in a sense. Oh no, they used agility! Oops, they're all dead. I feel like we're running out of room. But yeah, that's how I do it. I merely spam Heatwave, and monster houses are more like monster apartments. The efficient bandana. Screw that. I do want this though. I'm going to get rid of a blast seed for that. Also, Monster House rooms tend to be filled with traps, so keep on spinning so you can avoid them. A monster mansion is when you get one of those monster houses where the entire floor is just one room, and then there's a monster house in it. That's a monster mansion. And I had one of those recently. I used a one-room orb when I was already in a monster house, and lo and behold, it became a monster mansion. And lo and behold, Sriracha one-shotted the entire place. Oops, all Spinnerack. Yeah, it's not so much of a me issue, so much as just a YouTube doesn't work right now issue. Not that it ever really worked to begin with, but it's been particularly funkadelic. And not in the good... I wonder what attack they're using. Because they'll just say like, yeah, and then attack, and then it's no good. Oops, all Spinnerack. Isn't that just like Ace, isn't that like every RPG where like one of the enemy team like betrays their leader and then joins your team? Or every Fire Emblem game besides Three Houses where you can just pick up random like little stragglers. Spinnerack wouldn't be a bad choice for this actually. Shadow Sneak and String Shot would be... You got String Shot for speed control, you've got Shadow Sneak for distance. You can get like Poison Jab, so you got like good damage just in general. Spinnerack would be a pretty good mon actually. I was about to say, it's not like there's any like bad mons in Mystery Dungeon. You can make anything good. Wow, I leveled up. That doesn't happen. As you can see, Sriracha levels up much faster than we do. Oh, now Sriracha lost Heat Wave. Oh well. Earth Power's still gonna do just as fine, because we got Uproar to cover it as well. Plus, we're almost done anyway, so it's not like it matters. Eat. It's great, you just find random shit on the ground and Sriracha's like, hey, I'm gonna teach you a way to eat this, and it makes you feel like you're full. Yeah, one of my mutuals has been gushing about how much he likes the Bravely Default demo. Or the Bravely Default 2 demo. And all I can think is, everything he says about it doesn't appeal to me. I'm glad you're gonna dig that, but I'm good. I've got other things to spend 60 on this year. Except I don't actually know what else I'm gonna be spending 60 on. I gotta wait on Xenoblade to make sure that, you know, there's nothing connecting it to 2. Because if something's connecting it to 2, then I don't want it. But if it turns out that there's nothing connecting it to 2, then yeah, I guess I'll spend 60 on that. Jeez, Spinnerack, you good? Fortunately, Sriracha comes in. And I believe we're good. Yes! Oh, don't we have to fight Latios? I didn't think about that. Oh. That's unfortunate. Guess I won't be playing to, Xenoblade DE then. Oh, hey, forgot that that was a thing that could happen. Oh yeah, forgot the Geopebble. Oh, well, guess you'll be sitting still then. Oh, he's free. Oh, forgot about Dragon Breath. Or don't, because we're all heal blocked, you fool. Now I'll come in with Dual Chop. Yeah, look at all that damage we just completely laid on it. Haha, you're dead. And he died. Rainbow Goomy. Let's look at all these fun boys we get to add to the squad permanently. Yes. Yes, I'll call Mamoswine Waddles, because I enjoyed Gravity Falls. Didn't watch all of it, but what I saw I enjoyed. Because I think I was watching it as it was coming out, and there was a big gap between, like, one episode to the other, and I just never got around to watching it again after that. Yes, I do want Dodrio to join my team. This one will be called, I'll let you pick this one out, viewers. What should a Dodrio be called? Bird! I should watch the... I think the last thing I watched was Sock Opera. No, it was the one where, you know, the other old man happened. Bird. Jump laugh. I bet I'm going to get a shiny Soul Rock and go. I didn't. Name this what I name all of my, jump bluffs. And this one is a particularly sinful Spinnerack. So, you know what we gotta name it. Alright, I'm just gonna close go, because I'm clearly paying too much attention to that. Would we carry it just like that? Just gonna drop his body right in the middle of this place. Oh, Spinnerack was also good. Is Latios, like, squaring up? Is he gonna, like, punch someone? Take it easy, Machop just dual chopped your wings in half. Spleenerack. Uh-oh. Could that be our fault? Oopsie poopsie. Oh my, I'm just gonna have to give you a little lick to make up for it. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, how are we gonna get out of that again? Oh yeah, forgot we had this. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get Latios. Whew. Cool, it just means I need to rearrange my inventory a bit because I'm sick of not having any space. We don't really need any of the thrown items. Thrown items, rather. Thrawn items, what? That ain't a thing. Where is Kecleon? No, Latias feels like she would be young. She'd be I don't know, I fucking hate the zoomer term. Something about that one just drives me up the wall. Might as well sell them, because it's not like we're using them. Keep all these seeds for food. Cool. I should see. I was about to say, I'll show you the my Kecleon storage to let you know why I'm not too worried about my Reviver seed stock. Got Brick Break, Rock Tomb, Bulldoze. None of that, please. By the way, I think there was a move set change that I had that I didn't actually show you guys. I have a Dynamic Punch now. And I've been giving it a lot of accuracy drinks. But I figure it's better than Cross Chop because being able to confuse bosses in one hit would be pretty nice. Don't need you anymore. So let's check here. Forgot I had this. Yeah, I've got 44 Reviver Seeds. So, very happy about that. It's part of the reason I've been running the Pelipper mission so much, is just so I could have all those Reviver Seeds for missions that we, like, really need them on. Stuff like, if we were in, like, Western Cave or something, which we'll have to get to eventually. In fact, I wonder if... No, we have to finish Latios' thing first. I kind of wish I could transfer all this money to Animal Crossing. I need, I could use 50,000 bells a lot more than I could use 50,000 Poke. Pitfall Valley. Shuggle. Actually, I wonder if... the Northern Range, Ninetales. Interesting. I was curious as to what that's, that one's super strong Pokemon would be. You get something with Explosion, could it be called Baby? Babies shouldn't explode, Ace. Is there something you should be telling us? Who all was it? Oh, was it another of those 4 Ladybugs? Why do they do that? I've seen the 4 Ladybug, the Ladybug Quartet before, and I'm just as curious now as I was then. A baby boomer. Perfect. Absolutely, we'll get a baby boomer. Oh man, do you think those could be evolution crystals that he's got there? But I don't have any money now. But wait. An evolution crystal. Hold up. I knew money was still gonna be good for something. The escape orb can't be used right now. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Double uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's okay. You're going to die, but I'm going to live. Oh, God! It's okay, Well Duck. It's okay. We're going to make this out alive. Oh. We made it. Oh boy. And away we go. Alright, that was, unfortunate. I didn't think we weren't going to be able to use escape orbs. Woo! But, at least we got it. So that's something. Fortunately, we were still early in, so I'm not too upset about that. Most importantly, we got that. Huh. Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, money's completely useless, and meanwhile I just got murked by them. But most importantly, we can evolve. Now that I've got the evolutionary crystals, I mean, we got all 4 of them. As you can see, we'd be able to. It's gonna let me. So, we're gonna have to say goodbye to our pretty little, ribbons, but... oh well. Now I'm hot! Now to join the DSL club. My 2 arms on the top don't look right with this. Alright, well, Duck. Come. It's time for you to become older. Losing out on the blue rescue scarf is gonna hurt me more, but oh well. Alright. With that, we're good. Oh, I can still jerk it. Oh, I don't know if I like this now. That is a lot of arms. We're ugly. Well, anyway, let's try this again. Oh, shoot. Those two didn't have their, held items anymore. Do I still have them on hand? Yes, I do. He is kind of like an insect. He's always, like, T-posing-ish. Oh, this is silly. It's like this is what I look like going into like the fridge, like, going into the kitchen to get shredded cheese at 4 a.m. Like just tiptoeing very gently. Oh, they're sleeping all right, Ace. They're dead! Ah, some protein for my bulging muscles. Come and get me, big boy. It's a quad chop now. Sure, join up. Yeah, it's the weird chameleon grip that, he's got going. Sounds like a plan. Oh, why does he have lonely courage? He had a whole family there. Well, had one. He doesn't anymore. We're now systematically dismantling. Oh, we didn't even care about them. Imagine a ladybug punching the biggest, buffest man, and he just goes, heep. I think it gets darker the deeper we get into it, because I know certain dungeons kind of change their theming the deeper you go in. Like, Dark Knight Relic starts out kind of swampy, and then the further you go in, like, it becomes like an actual, like, relic that you're going into. Oh god. That other one walked in, and 4 sleeping ladybugs had to pay the price. It really is kind of like that, huh? Like, y'all ever watch Yu Yu Hakusho? It's kind of like, Toguro. Dude, it's my bromanite. Spam! Hey, a Farfetch'd. Well, it was a Farfetch'd. I like Omanite a lot, actually. I think it's very cute. I don't know if I would think the same thing if I saw it in real life, but, as it stands in, the world of Pokemon, it's a little wiggly boy, and I like it. Pitfall Valley. What if it was Shitfall Valley? That is what I call my ass cheeks. I make them clap and I make them crap. Oh god. Oh god, I'm all alone. I'm being tackled by babies. Alright, viewers, time for a display of your courage and/or strength. Who do you think, like, do you think you could win if you had to defeat 100 fourth graders? They come in waves, well, no, 100 kindergartners, but after, they come in waves of 10, they come in waves of 10, and after every 10th, you have to fight like a sugared up, fourth grader. Every 10 kindergartners. Yeah, kindergartners are basically invincible. I wouldn't want to try it. Does it just point out what's already on the floor, or... I would sure hope you haven't beaten up 100. What? I remember reading, like, I was on Game of FAQs once or something, and someone asked the question, and, like, everyone, like, started, like, picking out the logistics of being able to beat 100 kindergartners. That was 12 years ago. Oh my god. Well, all that matters is that you survive the kindergartners are here to kill you. Like, if you don't defeat these kindergartners, you're going to die. Like, they're not here just to, like, have fun with you. Like, these kindergartners are trying to kill you, and you have to... And you're going to have to defeat them. What did I just walk into? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It's a fun game. Yippee! Aw, Eradicate. Alright, for those who think they could do it, now let's throw this on. The kindergartners are armed. They have knives. Ooh. Forgot we got that naturally. Yeah, we just gotta give it flamethrower over flame burst. Ow. Well, that was easy. Eat the apple. Well, the kindergartners have semi-arms. They also have, like, no fear. You're fighting just kids that, like, are armed, like, they just acknowledge that you wish to do them harm, but they're not afraid of you. Oh, they just got to Mount Thunder, huh? Look at you with your life, or something, I don't know. Probably got a good reason. The best reason I've seen is that everyone's too busy playing Animal Crossing. What about a super kinder? Well, that's the whole, like, caffeinated fourth grader. And to make it harder, we'll say it's like an overweight fourth grader as well. So it's not like you can just, like, one punch and, like, knock him out. The fourth grader is, the fourth grader's gonna be the hardest part. Plus, you have to deal with that after you've already dealt with, like, 10, like, knife kindergartners. So you gotta be on the top of your game, because if you mess up against one of the knife kindergartners, you still have a lot of knife kindergartners to go, but now you've also got the fourth grader to worry about. And the fourth grader is also armed. And you're, like, fighting these guys in, like, an arena. So there's no, like, terrain advantage. You're probably not going to be able to tire them out by running around because they're kids, they have boundless energy. Plus, if you're going to try that strategy, you also have to worry about the fact that you have to do this with 10 waves of kids. You got to make sure you're not tiring yourself out. You can hang onto the wall. Yeah, but you're going to rip through all your energy if you're just hanging off the wall. Like, this isn't on video game rules. This is on your, like, human current ability. Would you be able to handle this? Who's dying? Sorry, Pidge. I'm gonna stomp their heads until they stop moving. Well, you can try, but then you have to worry about the fact that there's still a bunch of knife kindergartners coming after you. You're not really gonna have time. If they swarm you and get around you, there's nothing you're gonna be able to do. Should we call these guys the Knife Gardeners? It's just Doom 4th grader edition. Yeah, basically. Though it's less rip and tear, is that you have a distinct disadvantage over this, I feel. Yes! Oh, you just beat up one of them and steal a knife? That's valid. You can try that. I never said you couldn't. You don't get to bring anything in. Whatever you can procure, you can use. But you can't bring anything in. And given that you're in the arena, really all you have to use at this point are the kindergartner's knives and probably the kindergartner's limbs. But then there's also the mental trauma that comes along with having just killed a bunch of knife kindergartners, so you also have to deal with that. Just use their bodies like a baseball. Yeah, you try lifting up a kindergartner and doing that for too long. They're heavy. Especially the 4th grader, if you want to try that. Strangled with my shirt. You know how long it takes to strangle someone? Aw, oh, man. I don't have an invitation on hand. Do I have that orb? No. Oh well. We'll just have to get rid of it. It's not like... It can't be Riolu yet anyway, so I guess I don't really care. We have to get up to the Ace rank. Once our Pokemon give up sex, we can find Riolu. Because you know how, like, Lucario's, like, Dex entry sometimes, it's like, sometimes it finds out things it didn't want to know, so it gets stressed. You have to be pure of heart to, find a Riolu, or else it's just not going to bother with you. I don't know, I feel like the mental trauma of having killed anyone would be too much for me. That's, it's fun to think of it in a hypothetical way, but I couldn't do that in real life. Alright, here's a better one. Something that, less horrible to think about having to deal with. It's all the armies of the world, all working together in unison. No nuclear missiles, just like what they have, some like guns and whatnot. All of that versus 1 billion lions. Oh, we got a Swaylot. Swaylot's got the DSL. I feel like we talked about that. Friendly! Nice. I can bring Swaylot when I try to recruit, big boys. Because I imagine it stacks with squad up. I said 1 billion lions. All the armies of the world with their weapons and whatnot versus 1 billion lions. And unlike the kindergartners, the lions aren't coming in waves. The 1 billion lions attack all at once. Well, I also imagine you're not in the military, so you don't have to worry about being included in this. It's just all the armies in the world versus 1 billion lions. Depends, are they wearing armor? Wearing like military fatigues, I guess. Maybe bulletproof armor, just in case we have gun lions or something. Make me stronger. Are the lions wearing armor? No, the lions are not wearing armor. The lions are, just lions. These are your bog standard lions. What type? Are there multiple types of lions? I figured lions were just kind of like the one thing. I'm gonna just put my votes on the lions. Just brawl. I guess actually the one I care about the least now would be Skiploom. You've joined the team! Oops, sorry. That's pretty much what happened with my job. Like Indian lion and such. We'll take all the, whatever the most dangerous lion is. The most dangerous a billion of the most dangerous lions. Thank God I've got you, Swaylot. Ace, is a sea lion a lion? But I feel like that would have to be a different fight. Like if you put like all the armies underwater and then had them fight like a billion sea lions. So I imagine underwater fighting sea lions would be worse. Fighting sea lions on land would be like, well, whatever. I don't imagine that would be difficult. Really? No evolutionary crystals? Alright, Ace, here's one. Do mermaids breed like fish or like humans? The armies would drown, but they've got their anti-drown pants on. So at the very least, they're fighting on, not necessarily equal ground, but at the very least, so long as the armies have their pants on, that you don't have to worry about drowning. You got a problem with that, Soul? What if they can't swim? Let's say for the sake of the argument that the anti-drown pants also allow you to swim well enough to, like... You can, like, tread water. The worst you could possibly do in this situation is just tread water. Like, you're not just gonna sink straight into the abyss. Both in One Piece lore. Huh. Wait, how is it both? They have two entirely different breeding mechanisms. Anti-drown pants are just floaties. I should swap this. Don't need this plain seed. Ooh, a scissor! I want that. So I've been hoping to get this Scyther this whole time so I can get a scissor, and now I don't even have to use the crystals for it. War floaties. Eat up, dude. Yes. Join the squad. Later, Eradicate. Gills are relatively simple breathing. Alright, so the gills are in the pants of the mermaids. Mermaid pants. Humans don't have gills because we're too cool for those. Imagine needing help to breathe underwater. You're giving the military a lot of buffs to match up with this. Well, it's not even so much buffs, it's just being able to play on, like, semi-equal ground. Like, they're still going to... All they can do is just live at this point. They're still not very fast underwater. But at least this time they don't have to just worry about, like, like, you don't get into the water and then have to hold your breath for 2 minutes while all these sea lions are coming up, because then you're just cannon fodder. I mean, whales did it. Alright, how about this? A very pissed off whale versus an elephant. And both of them, like, they have to stay in their, they both have to stay in their environments. The elephant would have to go into the water to, fight, or the whale would have to come out of the water to fight. But both are very, very angry. Yeah, it really is Groudon versus Kyogre, huh? I didn't think about that. I was trying to think about, like, similar-sized things. Land animals are nerfed by gravity. That's true. But that's assuming that the elephant will go into the water. Like, what if the whale really just gets so mad that it comes out of the water? What animal would be a real Razquest? Salamander. Probably a flying snake. Ladybug wants to join our team. Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. But then you also have to think that the whale doesn't have anything like tusks. Like, the elephant could feasibly gore the whale. It's Kenshiro, because it punches a bunch. Comic, what if I saw a flying snake in my room? I would kill myself. I would just immediately die. If I saw any snake in my room, I would scream and never go back into it. What is this, an omanite? Should we call it bromanite, or should we call it something that isn't stupid? Flying spooter. I'd be more fine with the flying spooter. Spiders in a house, something I can deal with. Snakes in a house, I can't. Call it Jennifer. Okay. There was a big spider in my shower the other night. But I couldn't bring myself to kill it, because I'm like, well, I kind of interrupted it. I shouldn't be able to kill it. So it really was not a pleasant shower to take, because I was just staring at this big spider the whole time. But in the end, I was like, alright, we're good. I didn't die. MILF, gotcha. What? Gotcha. MILF. And this one should be obvious. It's Edward Scissorhands. What if they kissed? Oh, they hug. Well, they're not even really hugging. Oh, now, Golduck doesn't make the creepy yandere face anymore. Well, then you would win, Soul. You have the, home field advantage. It's kind of like when Psychic types use moves against Dark types. Psychic can't affect Dark, so you'd be super effective. Latios joined to a team. Mind over matter. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back and name them what we did the first time. It makes sense, because now we finished Path of Radiance, so now it's a celebration. Shared oh, that's cute. What if you had paper hands? Then you'd immediately lose. It's the same concept. Psycho Duckface is such a term that it T-poses when it wakes up! I wasn't ready for the wait. Hello? Guest forms daily weather. Aw. What are you doing here, Mr. Mime? Okay, I'll go check it out. What do you have to say? Oh, we can do the Silver Trench. Well, I don't know if I'm ready for the Silver Trench. Actually, I think we could probably handle it. I didn't realize how many of these stories, like, all just came into their own, like, immediately. What was that nod? I gotta keep that for later. Music makes you lose control. Music makes you lose control. Let's go! What do you have to say, Bump? Well, we've already been to the Buried Relic. Buried Relicatung. Haha! Let's dump the stuff we don't need. Cool. Metacham Ahago. They really do just sit there. They look like like your arm is numb. Take all of the time you like. I feel like we should bring one of these along, but... Oh wait, I forgot we already had one. But now I've got two. I don't know why I'm really checking this anymore. Our team is already kind of capped out. So they did make the legendary island for this. Why couldn't we just go and visit all of them? It's the shit. Cool. Well, what do you think? You think we can take on Lugia tonight? We up for a 99 floor dungeon? Alright, let's do it. We have all these Reviver Seeds after all. Oh, Smirgle painting auction. 300 million?! I'm just sitting here complaining that we don't need the money and can't be upset. The Silver Trench. Joyous Tower, huh? Purity Forest? It's a little early for Purity Forest, isn't it? Wow. Well, there's something... what I'm going to do for Purity Forest is... I don't know. I feel like I have to make a new plan for it. I definitely can't just go in with Flex PhD. That's not going to be enough. Let me check the items real quick. I'll bring 4 more Reviver Seeds. Yeah, I've beaten Purity Forest once before. It was just, for this game, I'm probably going to have a different strategy than just using Kecleon again. Alright. gonna say, maybe I should be giving Golduck the protein for whenever Fury Swipes comes out. Look at that! That's doing even more than Dual Shop. Yeah, because Purity Force isn't all that difficult, honestly. Like, once you get the plan going, it's fine. You just have to take really good care of yourself early on. But going in with small stomach, you don't even have to take as good care of yourself. So who knows, I might just go in with Magcargo one day. Yes, this team is not optimal for Lugia, but I can handle it. Who do I want to give this Citrus Berry to? Magcargo needs to catch up. See, because the big thing about this team is that Magcargo doesn't actually have to get close to Lugia. He can just sit there and spam Heat Wave all day. And given how the boss fights tend to have been going recently, Heat Wave will be good in case he gets separated from the rest of the group. So I've got a good feeling that Heat Wave alone is going to be able to really carry. Then I can use Rock Tomb, slow him down, Ice Beam, Water Pulse from a distance. This isn't ideal, but I think we're far from being screwed. We just kind of have to be careful going in. So I feel like that's going to be the bigger thing, is that if we burn too many of our supplies right out the gate, we're not going to be able to handle Lugia itself. But then we also don't have to worry about Lugia going Mega in the middle of the fight, so that's another thing. It's entirely possible it could just awaken halfway through. Like, there's no guarantee that we're going to be totally safe, but I feel like we're a little safer just because Lugia doesn't have a Mega. Nope, those two are fine. Plus we have small stomachs, we can afford to, like, kind of waste time here. I'm kind of hoping we can find, like, a Pecha or, like, some just other random seed. Yeah, I've got plenty of Reviver seeds. So that's not going to be so much of an issue. I think we're going to be good. Of course, pride comes before the fall, but I'm not prideful, I'm just confident. I feel like there's a difference, right? Of course, the lack of food is starting to spook me a bit, but, you know, we're a little over 20th of the way there. We'll be fine. See, we got some zinc. And you really need it. Your earth power needs more juice. Besides, we haven't had a real high, super high stakes fight in a little bit. I think we'll be fine. It's okay, we just got a little worried. We're not not dead yet. I don't think Ether buffs your belly at all in this one. But that's why I have a Rostberry. Yeah, I think all those items kind of like buffed your belly in the original, because I remember going through Western Cave in the first one and relying on the stat boosting items I was finding to increase my belly. No, Thunder Punch runs off my physical stat. I'm just trying to buff up Dynamic Punch a little more. Because that one doesn't have as much love as Thunder Punch does. Son of a bitch, dude. Now I need those Oran Berries so I can eat. God, and we just mentioned we didn't need those throwing items anymore. This whole thing has just been an exercise in, oh, I don't need this anymore, and then proceeding to desperately need it. You're gonna be fine, Sriracha, chill. Well, yeah, the thing had just used Withdraw, so his defense was up. I feel like I've already gotten Escape Orbs, we'll be fine there. The only scary thing is that we're not one-shotting anything. And that's what I'm going to be more worried about running forward, because I didn't pack a ton of, like, max elixirs. I don't know, we might not be able to do this. But we can try and we can get far. Didn't realize you could attack in this maze, but okay. Ooh, I feel like we should keep that. That sounds fun. Hell, imagine if we use it. It probably doesn't work against bosses. Ooh, hey, we have an invitation. Polytoad. Yeah, come along. You could use a little extra juice. Alright, so what all do we have? We've got... I don't know, we got plenty of, like, max elixirs and stuff. Part of my thing is I don't want to drop too much stuff because I can use all this for food. So let's just get me back to 100%. Oh no, I've got the perfect idea. Hold up. Perfect. And now we have a little more belly. And how many we have a Revive All Orb. One ought to be fine. Besides, now I've got a Polytoad. I might be too low leveled, but screw it. I think it's more fun that way. It's more interesting to see if I can beat this low leveled than just by completely stomping it. What are these? Scope lens! Don't need it. Yeah, it's gonna be my level 3, Ow. It's gonna be my level 3 Lugia run. Eat your heart out, Jad. I'll show you what a real challenge is. We didn't really evict it. It said it wanted to come along. Now, I've come to terms with the fact that I'm probably never even going to get a Fire Cape in RuneScape. Because I just did the Calfight Queen yesterday, trying to solo that. And I came in with some pretty good gear, and the fact of the matter is I just can't keep up with when there's a shitload going on. Like, my brain just can't keep up with it, and I don't feel like putting 2 hours into a run of something just to have my brain crap out on me. It's very fortunate that guy helped out and got me my my Calfight Queen kill. The guy comes in and I'm getting my ass pushed in, and he just says, question mark? I'm like, just trying to get my diary kill, and he's like, dude, let me help you. And to his credit, he helped me. It's like, God bless you. And I got 2 palm tree seeds, so I at least made back my investment after I sold back the Sarachnis cudgel I bought. Yeah, not looking forward to doing the desert elites eventually, but I just finished the desert's medium and hard because I just finished Nakra's Lament. So now I've got all that done. So I don't have to worry about the desert for a while. Unless I feel like it, like I might run Polivnich's agility course or something. Who knows? Got a month on the game, I can do whatever I want with it. Well, it's more like 3 weeks at this point, but... Alright, who needs it the most? Earth Power could use the juice. Water Pulse could use the juice. Let's use Water Pulse. Yeah, Slayer's the only thing I think I really have left to worry about with, well, no, most of the Elite Diaries is just the incredible stat requirements, but I'm starting to get further along. Like, I just got my Fletching up to 94, so I can almost finish that, Desert requirement. I might run Runecrafting next. The part of the thing is I've just been sitting in the farming guild doing AFK skills while I play Animal Crossing. Come closer, thank you. Thunder Punch! Celio. Petrify Orb. Nope. Foe Hold Orb, which is better. You know, we don't need the pretty box. Boxes are just gonna take up space here. Well, it feels like we've been in here longer than 14 floors. Huh. Don't need to worry worry about that. Boy, a Charmander's here, huh? Unfortunate for the poor boy, but I don't need another fire type to worry about in here. And food is already kind of a resource and a half as it is. Take that. I am pretty excited to see an ARMS character in Smash. I'm very curious as to who they're going to choose. It's probably not going to be Springman. So probably like Twintel or maybe Helix. Good God, dude. That was a scrap. Must we kill? I could see the ninja happening. I could see ninja entering Smash. Yeah, I'm probably not going to go out of my way for money so much anymore. Those are extra steps that can be used elsewhere. I see a monster house. Can't wait to not go anywhere near that, except the stairs are probably there. Sorry, Anorith, you gotta be real special for me to give you my food right now. And unfortunately, you're a dime a dozen here. Whew. Oh! Hoo-hoo-hoo. Wow, didn't like that. Earth power, come back to life. What, you think you jumped? I almost got guillotined. It goes, 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 guillotine. Yeah. Oh, so it fully fills up your belly. Alright. Ain't that something? So maybe it would be a better idea just to sit there and eat all my apples to begin with and have like 200 belly so I don't have to worry about it as much. Aw, Vaporeon. Please don't hurt me. I almost got French Revolution. Uh-oh. What's all happening up there? As much as I would love a Chikorita, because I know they're hard to find. Jimmy Christmas, dude. How nimble can this crab be? Get it? Crab be? Nice. Say, we haven't ended up using Fury Swipes that often, huh? Yeah, we skipped the Chikorita, but my apples are important, unfortunately. That hit nice. Phenomenal cosmic power! Itty bitty living space. Petrify orb, that doesn't work. Now, what is making the orb so sticky that a magical orb can't work? Oh, well, no more Polytoad for us. Paid 1,000 Poke for that Polytoad. I like Chikorita a lot. I've grown to appreciate it more in the last few years. And I'm glad I did, because it is a very fun Pokemon. It is clearly the hard mode way of going through Johto, because that land is not kind to grass types in general. Alright, who needs the juice? Fury Swipes is down pretty low. But I was gonna say, I don't think there's any second-gen Pokemon I really dislike. I'm very much a nostalgia whore for second-gen, but in general, the designs are really too simple to dislike. That's kind of my thing with my design philosophies. Like, I'm willing to forgive, the earlier gens a lot more for things that I'll, like, rip later gens for. Like how Charmeleon really is just bigger Charmander, and I think that's a really lazy design on a mod nowadays, but I'll let an early gen Pokemon get away with it because it's how the series was starting, it's fine. But when it happens nowadays, like Thwacky being just an ugly big Grookey, it's like, well, you know, you've had time to come up with something better than that. Why didn't you? Yes, please, give me a Staryu! Onward we go. So we're getting closer to being a quarter of the way through. Your flamethrowers are looking a little low, but I'm more concerned about your water pulses. Well, Totodile was my first Mon ever, but I ended up caring a lot more for Cyndaquil because it was the first Mon I got in Mystery Dungeon. And it was like, oh, you're timid. Like, I bet sometimes you forget your books in class and you have to go back for them and you really hate doing that, huh? And that had just happened to me like a day or two prior, and I was like, it's like they're speaking just to me! And then very rapidly became one of my favorites after that. Earth Power needs the love. Well, I like Grookey and I like Rillaboom, but Thwacky is just so gross. Like, I don't hate it, it's just not a design I like looking at. I absolutely hate Raboot, though. Despise Raboot and Cinderace. And then I'm fine with it, Sablon and Teleon, but I think Sisile is a very ugly design. It's not even necessarily that I hate it, I just think it's really, really ugly. I was like, wow, that is... You really had to try to fuck up that bad, didn't you? God, that is useful. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Uh-oh. We're no longer doing as good. It's okay. You can't feel your legs anymore. I gotta say, in that same vein as talking about Pokemon that like we really dislike, Stonejourner and Ice-Q are probably two of my least favorite designs in the entire series. I straight up hate Ice-Q, I just think Stonejourner is super lazy. Oh no. Oh? Damn it. Alright, well, one down. Good thing we have so many. Protect really fucks you up, huh? Yeah, Marshadow's shiny is pretty bad. Only being able to see it when it does its little, attacks is unfortunate. There are worse, but it is a very unfortunate one. Aha! You were trying to sass me. I wasn't having it. Good God. Okay, bye. You know, none of them are good shinies, but Marshadow does have a very unfortunate case of being, like... Well, what was the logical choice behind this? I feel that way about a lot of 8th gen shinies, too. It's like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee aren't very fun, all things considered, but, like, I can forgive it because the shiny hunting's so fun in it. But for Sword and Shield, it's like, all the new 8th gen shinies are ugly. It's like, I wouldn't even want to hunt for them. Okay, into the depths. I didn't say they were all ugly, I just said a lot of them are. Eat me a rust. Like, why is Boltund such a stupid design and have such an awful shiny? Aw, Casey's playing New Horizons. Wonder how their town's doing. Okay, who needs it the most? I need more Thunder Punch charges. Oh, peace out, doggo. Hope you enjoyed. Nice. Haha, Harden. James Harden in the movie Cats. Can we talk about that? Has anyone here seen Cats 2019? What's the cutest alchemy form? I haven't paid too close attention to them. I like the clover one. It's the only one anyone on 4chan posted, so it's the only one that I really saw a bunch. But I didn't pay too close attention to alchemy because it's a lot of forms to memorize for a game I've never played. Ooh, we get a whole ass slow bro. With leave half. Oh, sweet, now our food can last longer. Golden. Wait, with leave half, that also means our full reviver seeds become tiny reviver seeds. Okay, cool. We have to keep this Slowbro alive, then. You can't let anything happen to this boy. Yeah, there are some good like, I like, shiny, Shiny Grimmsnarl looks nice. But Grimmsnarl in general, I think, looks really fun. Alright, we're a third of the way there. There's a monster house. Alright, I'm not gonna go into the monster house, but I am gonna see if we can see what... I was gonna see maybe if there was food, I would chance it, but... Not gonna chance that. Of course, now we're out of earth powers, but, well, I guess while we're at that, we got plenty of max ethers, so don't have to totally rely on what we find. Shiny Applin is good. A good old Granny Smith you can't go wrong with. At least we're getting a shitload of experience from this. But I think we're leveling up pretty fine. Cover that. I just didn't have awful luck with picking out, because it's like the third time it's happened, and it's the last room we went in that it was, the Fohold Orb. Sneaks are, ooh, well. It sounds fun, but it's more good for a solo run. Not really so much for the whole squad. God, what are we hitting? Celio. That would make sense. Like, 'cause you're not using earth power, so it's probably... Jesus. Wanted him gone. Uh-oh. Oh, no need for uh-ohs when we have that, huh? Wait, what level's the Slowbro? Our Slowbro? Is that thing level 60? Holy shit! Yeah, maybe I am a little under-leveled for this place. Just a touch. Uh-oh. Oh. Super Ghost Kamikaze attack! Yeah, Efficient Band and using moves 2 times in a row. It's great. Of course, if there's a Flygon on the floor, it potentially means that there's an apple on the floor. And that would be lovely. I imagine that would be a thing in, like, the next Mystery Dungeon game, if they make one that has, like, the rest of the current Pokemon in it right now. Like, you would go to pick up an apple in a post-game dungeon, but it could be, like, an Applin, or, like, an Appleton. And so you'd have to be careful. As cool as the Flygon would be, no. Wasn't that a thing with Fungus? It might have been. Unfortunately, I don't remember a ton about, Super and Gates. It's been a long time since I played either. Alright! Back the fuck up! Yeah, maybe not so much Appleton, but maybe a Flapple. In post-game dungeons. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Plain Seed. And stairs just for me. Boy, surviving 2 Earth Powers, huh? I don't really like that. I also don't like missing my attacks. Nope, don't bother. I was hoping you might attack, but, you know, I got a Guts boost now, I'm fine. I guess it just depends on the science behind Attract then, wouldn't it? Is it like spraying pheromones, or is it like just a psychic thing? Because if it's just pheromones, then, I don't know, I don't think humans would be affected by Pokepheromones. What, did you just notice that, Carvana? Or is it just because there's an enemy nearby that it's just like, maybe I should focus? But yeah, all Pokemon can learn it, but like, there's still gotta be a science. Like, not necessarily psychic, like psychic type, but psychic, like, is it a, oh god! Oh, Slowbro, you glorious bastard! Wow, that is so good. Slowbro, I love you. Yeah, I think Mew could learn it, and I think in a similar vein, Cryogonal could learn Captivate, but since it was still a non-gendered Pokemon, it had no effect. What did Slowbro even do? It used Heal Pulse to heal up our Pokemon. Which I forgot was even an option. I didn't think Celio was going to be the real big issue here, but man, is Celio the real big issue here? Uh-oh. Well, look at that now, y'all. We've created ourselves a monster house. Ain't you bro, use... Well... What are we naming this, Slowbro? If it survives, I'll think of something for it. Damn. If you just used Earth Power, my man, that wouldn't have happened. I gotta check the items up there. I was hoping they would be max ethers. Looks like a monster house up there. Well, if the Slowbro is heal pulse, it has to be fun, bro. Accidentally overshot it. Now it's going to cost us 2 Earth Power charges. 3 Earth... Well, just 2. Okay, that works. Uh-oh. Ah, what I meant to do. And Thunder Punch got a little juicier. I'm gonna keep this around because I think it's gonna be fun. Cyndaquil? Aw, you're getting ignored too. God bless. Do that. Okay. Do it again. Come and get me. Boy, Psywave can be cool when it works. The issue is, it does not frequently work. I wonder what the design logic behind it just being random damage was, but Magnitude was also the same way. But in Gen 1, no less. You monster Frisbee! Oh, you recovered. What if I did it again? Can't beat that. Gen 1 did say XD random, and I didn't appreciate it. What have we here? Oh, a citrus berry! Rad! Alright, cover band, you stay there. Now, who needs it? Earth Power's got 927. I'm really low on my Thunder Punches. What's my favorite starter mon? Incineroar. Though I guess the question could be answered different ways depending on like what stage we were talking about, because I've got different like favorite first stagers, second stagers, and final stagers. For first, it's probably Cyndaquil. For last, it's definitely Incineroar. And for middle, middle's Grovyle. Grovyle's cool. Though that one is almost entirely because of Mystery Dungeon love. I hate the middle stages of most starter mons, because starter mons tend to have really bad middle stages for some reason. But I love, all the first through third gen middle stages are fine. I don't think they ever go anything less than just okay. Like, I think Charmeleon... Well, Charmeleon I think is cool. I don't know if it's necessarily high quality, but I think it's cool. I just think it's neat. And very nostalgically attached to all the middle stage second gen starters. I guess I would say Combusken is probably the first one where I'm just a little on it. Oh no, Slowbro, you got lost. And it really doesn't know what it's doing now, it got stuck. We gotta go get it. Yeah, I think the Trico line is generally pretty beloved. Like, I gotta say, probably Sceptile is the one I'm the least fond of in it. I love Sceptile a lot, but it is an 8 out of 10 compared to two 10 out of 10s. Like, if any other Pokemon became a Smash Bros. Fighter, I would want it to be Grovyle with a Mystery Dungeon-based moveset, but it definitely wouldn't happen. Well, no, because even in 3rd gen, I thought Grovyle's design was a lot better than Sceptile. So I don't think it's so much carried as it was already good to begin with and just happened to get a buff from something that's generally beloved. Please don't die, please don't die. Damn it! I need you. But giving the strategies wouldn't have worked. I could have tried to push it out of the way, but... I should have tried to push it out of the way. Normal versus shiny. I prefer normal, honestly. Its shiny is good, but its standard design is just so good. But in general, I don't think there's any Pokemon that I prefer shiny over standard. Alright, we are halfway there. My god, how long has it been? Has it been an hour in here already? Alright, Alright, who needs it the most? I think Sriracha just needs a straight up max elixir, so it's probably gonna be what happens next. Damn, I should have brought more invitations. Well, that was hardly fair. Huh. Boy, Hydro Pump is a scary thing. A love disc nearly just wiped us. Well, Slowbro's fucked. No two ways about that. Oh! You saved Slowbro! Sit still, Slowbro. Come back to Daddykins. Yeah, imagine that. The love disc tries to kill you, and then it's like, so like you want to flock? Like, no, I don't want to flock. You just tried to kill me. It's like a Russian sniper. Flamethrower! Whee! Nice. Please don't let that just be money. It's an orb of some kind. See what it ends up being. Roll call! That sounds useful. Let's drop a person band that we don't need. Sorry, Meryl, we'll come back. I just don't want to be all in a line when we fight these things now, because if I get hit with another Hydro Pump, that is, that'd be unfortunate. What is that? Heal Seed. It's food! Oh no, my special attack! You're dead! Recovery Scarf. Big Eater Belt, but I've already got small stomach, so I don't need it. And Slowbro got stuck again. Let's just hope that no one goes after Slow. Like, seriously, game. Let's just hope that nothing happened. And then he's dead. And he's gone. Alright, it's a good thing we picked up that Troll Orb. Now we can really be safe. Like, we get to the stairs, and then we can avoid that monster house entirely, hopefully. And we could potentially get us some good items, because I don't know what's in those monster houses. So with any luck, it'll be something to eat. Nothing to eat, just a bunch of money and ether we can't use. Well, less than ideal, but there was a chance. Come on, Bubby. Yeah, I don't know how I would feel if a baby snake just leered at me. Well, no, I would be scared because it's a snake, and I am a little tiny bitch. And Dratini's good, or Staryu's good. And Max Ether became a Big Apple. You know what? If anything had to become a Big Apple, I'm glad it was that. The next time we eat food, we can pop another Big Apple and get up to 150 and we'll be fine. Snakes aren't scary. I wish I had your balls, man, because, my god, snakes scare the fuck out of me. We're good. What the fu- Slowbro ain't gonna be worth his investment. You know, if a friend of mine had a pet snake, I wouldn't go over to their house. Like, that's how, like, freaked out I am by snakes. I feel like we've had this conversation before. That I'm, yeah, we spent the entirety of the first yellow, or not the entirety of it, the first half of the first yellow stream just talking about how much snakes scared the poos out of me. Alright, we're doing pretty well, I'd say. Jay, if you did that, legit, I just wouldn't talk to you anymore. Mataquith! It's really you! I think the best thing to do with pet snakes is to kindly get the hell out of whichever friend of mine decided that was a good idea and, leave. Yeah, you just need a straight up max elixir. Drink up, kid. Though apparently so do I. But maybe I can make it through! I'm sorry, Mataquith. Would I punch a snake? What? I wouldn't go out of my way to punch a snake. If it was biting and attacking me, I would, but if it's just a snake out in the middle of nowhere, I'm gonna try to get as far away from it as I can. I'm not gonna focus on getting up to it and inflicting pain upon it. Same way if I saw one in my yard, I wouldn't, like, kill it. I just would try to A, just get away from it, or B, just get it out of my yard. Ain't gonna hurt a snake. I just don't want it near me. I thought that was Mewtwo for a second, and I don't know why. What did Mataquith faint to? She got the vapors. Oh lordy, I am Madequith P. Johnson, have the vapors. Alright, we are 3/5 of the way through. And there's a wall rain. Gonna pop me a quick max elixir, because I'm running a little low on most of my moves. Madequith, you're really dead! Oh, that's funny. Like, he's still really excited about it. Doesn't the thing have perfect accuracy? How did that miss? I got a feeling. It was not a good feeling, but it was a feeling. Oh, alright, ladies, that's enough, water fights. Oh, no. Jeez. This is really happening. Fucking wall rains, Jesus, dude. Yo, slow bro, can I get some of that? Yeah, I think we discussed Octillery in the DSL conversation last time. Oh boy, music changed again. It's only getting deeper. Uh-oh. X-ray specs. Yeah, Roserade's got the power. Roserade is a fine lady. A classy lady. Well, there goes, Nope, I'm not reviving Stario. Because I think that means we lost Strike back, which means... Well, it's not like that's been helping all that much anyway. Jeez. Sriracha is buffing. Better that than a useless max elixir, so let's drop that. I got hungry. Okay, and we're going to eat the big apple so as to raise our belly. Which is now up to 150. And the apple remains at hand because of leave half. Which means I could just keep stuffing down apples a bit, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, Slowking's dead. Sriracha is not in a place I want them to be in that situation. Speaking of Serena, thoughts on her? I kind of wish she was the pseudo of 7th gen. I think a maybe grass fighting pseudo would have been more interesting than just another dragon. That's not to say I dislike Kamoa, but I think it would have been more interesting if Serena was. Yeah, rip Slowking. Is she grass? No, she's just pure grass. Though I think with her niche, grass fighting would have been fine, because Queenly Majesty drops, makes it so you can't get hit by, priority moves. And the biggest priority move at that point was Gale Wing's Brave Bird, so grass fighting would have been great. Get a little more oomph behind her. She's got Drop Kick, but imagine throwing High Jump Kick on top of that. She could have been better. Because as it stands, she's unfortunately not too good. She's not the worst in the world, but she could be better. Now, there are a lot of weird typing decisions I don't quite get. Like, especially the mythicals of 7th gen. Like, there's no reason that Zorora isn't electric fighting. There's no reason that Melmetal isn't electric and steel. Especially when all the lore says that Melmetal uses electricity to join up with things. Melmetal's just another Clink situation. Clink is something that should have been electric and steel, evolves by having more parts added to it of its own kind, has a steel-type signature move that hits multiple times. Meltan and Melmetal are just, you know, fucking Alolan Clink. Or Cantonian Clink, or wherever the hell it comes from. Yeah, I'm not giving an apple to a Pidgey. Don't really need the Persian Band. I wonder if the Persian Band works if you, like, confuse yourself with, like, Outrage. But I also don't know if Outrage is as bad as it was, as it used to be, where it would just attack in totally different directions and then confuse you. Like, what situation would that ever be useful? Goey and Clink. The real world. Clamperl! Clamperl no longer. I love that I think Clamperl got banned from Little Cup just because it can get so ridiculously strong there. Because the Deep Sea Tooth doubles its offensive stats, and then or I think it's just special attack, but really that's all the offense that matters for it. Gonna use that Shroll Orb, nice here. And then it got Shell Smash on top of that, so it was just completely annihilating Little Cup. And then even in, like, Inyu and whatnot, it was, like, sweeping teams. I was like, oh, that's fun. That Clamperl's infinitely better than Huntail or Gorbis ever could be. I I really want the stairs to not be in that monster house. Speaking of Shell Smash. But we're kind of running out of rooms. Or are we? Looks like there's a lot of rooms we've missed. Alright, you want an encore? I'll give it to you. Yes! Money, money, money. Do we see what that orb happened to be? Revive all. Well, about that we need. I can just eat a plain seed right now. Do we have a Rock Dragonmon? The Tyrant family. It's just those two, but... Alright, we're now 2/3 of the way through. Sticky Foe Hold Door, which we don't need. I'm fine with a Foe Hold Door, but I prefer if it wasn't sticky. You think it's just too gross to touch? You think that's the lore of sticky items? I mean, one of the lines, like, one thing I wanted to do when I was making, like, Project 3 mons was, like, use some types that, like, in addition to, like, unique types that have never been used before, I wanted to give, dual types that haven't gotten a ton of love. I wanted to give them more love, so I set out to design a Rock and Darkmon based on Scoliosis. And what ended up happening is it ended up becoming Rock and Poison, and then becoming Psychic and Poison based on the lore. So, it's kind of weird to, designing Pokemon can be weird. Especially when you're doing it on the concept of just type. Did Clamperl just die? Clamperl just lost his life in an explosion. Scoliosis, it's a spine condition. Where your spine curves far more than it should. Is that a market or a monster house? It was definitely a monster house. It didn't have the icon that shows like a Kecleon around. Yeah, that Clamperl was the real baby boomer all along. Baby went boom. What? That's Matang. Okay. Had to look for a second. I'm in danger. Give you your earth back. Hey, Chinchou. I like Chinchou a lot. I'd love to have one. Alright, 71. Can handle whatever's coming this way. It's a Kingdra. Unfortunately, that means Dual Chop should be able to one-shot it. If anything, yes, please bring on the Kingdras. I did ask for a Kingdra. Yes! One Kingdra for me, please. Of course, we got Gorbis in the mix now. Yeah, Shinchao has always just been a real cutie to me. I love its design. Lantern, I'm not as into. I think its belly looks, or it's just, its body looks a little funny. But Shinchao, I just adore. I used a lantern in one of my recent gold runs, and it ended up saving my bacon a lot. That thing was really good. It helps that there's a chronic lack of good electric types in gold and silver. Especially because Thunderbolt isn't a TM, so any of your quadruped electric mons are really kind of screwed over because they can't get Thunder Punch. One of my mutuals is super, like, Lantern is their channel icon. They review music and they're the bathrobe Lantern. You're okay, Kingdra, don't worry. Yeah, the defense changes in this game are huge. Like, Iron Defense can, like, legit save your bacon. Which is kind of nice, because, like, usually in a lot of these games, stat buffs don't really matter all that much. My cargo, come on. If anyone, I'm sure Mad Cargo can handle that the best, but I still really don't want anyone to get stuck there. Or everyone can get stuck. Ain't that something? Let's just get out of here as soon as we can. Y'all want to maybe jump ahead? Ooh. Throne item boost would be lovely. I should have brought some, actually. This entire dungeon has just been all the things that I said I wouldn't need, and then me needing them. Well, it's just like me and Mad Cargo. I made Mad Cargo is the town flag in my Animal Crossing town. Patch a scarf, patch a scarf. Rad. Booble beam. God bless you, you wonderful Slowbro. And the Reviver Seed got sticky. Ain't that something? Ooh. Now we have Clam Pearl and a Gorbis. We got a whole little thing going here, don't we? Shit, now they're gonna get stuck because they won't want to go on that. Well, I've just been carrying this for fun anyway. It's too much water, so I can't try. What? That's stupid.
Haha, this seed is sticky. It looks to me like Bree has made a cheese joke. That is inappropriate. It will be banned immediately.
Nope, Kingdra's dead. Nope, Kingdra's alive. Good, Kingdra? Well, every 4 seconds it's something new there, isn't it? And we're moving on. We are 75% of the way there. Only a little bit more to go. Nullify orb, huh? What that do? Nullifies the abilities. I might actually use that the second we get into, Lugia's room. Just so we don't have to worry about either potential multi-scale or pressure. I just don't want to worry about any of it. Permanent buff and full belly, thank you very much. Kiss you. Kiss you. Boy, Draining Kiss just makes a little too much sense on a Gorbis. What happened? Just got carpet bombed. Oops. Did not care for that. Not at all. Should be seeing lanterns in here any second now. It's like Terry's final smash. Just got triple power geysered. Though honestly, I used to be really attached to Huntail. I had one in Sapphire, and it was part of my team that when I was a tender lad of 7, I managed to get a 100 win streak in Sapphire's Battle Tower. And on my team, I remember I know I had a Metagross and I know I had a Huntail. And you might be asking, why a Huntail? And the answer is I liked it. I took a Pokemon I liked, and I got all the way up the Battle Tower with it. Holy shit. I'm gonna get hit again, aren't I? Awesome. But at least we got a tiny Reviver Seed out of it. We're not doing that again. Yes, heal me.
Bustar Wolf!
I would love a Pokemon move that was basically just bust... The apple got stick. Boy, my kingdom for a Cleanse Orb. We're starting to get dicked here. I don't know if we're gonna, like... I'm getting worried now. Alright, 78. 20 more floors. And I can't tell if that one on the bottom right is a monster. That's not like it matters. Alright, 2 easy floors. Thank you for those. Hey, Machop. I was once like you, buddy, and then I found friends. Later. If I could give it the sticky apple, I would, but I don't think they're gonna let me do that. Uh oh. Gorbis is really carrying its weight. I like it. Ha! You're paralyzed. Your spine doesn't work anymore. Dynamic Punch was upgraded, but its accuracy didn't. Ah! Sorry, Clam Pearl. Slow, bro! Jiminy, dude. Hydro Pump is fucking ludicrous. Alright, so that's a new one we have to keep our eyes on. If there's a cloister nearby, it dies first. Stay away wand, I forgot I had it. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna be more likely to use stay away wands on just straight up anything now. We got a Carbos. Nice. Who wants it the most? You want it the most. Not even really so much that you'd need it, but... I'm just getting the hell on out of here. Not taking any chances with traps or anything. And now I can't use the stay away wand, but at least I can drag it in here where we can, get a leap ahead Fury Swipes on it. Go away. Alright. Floor 85. I wonder if I die in here, if I'm going to... My party's food went bad. All of it? Well, actually, that probably just means the apple went bad, and honestly, grimy food is better than a useless apple at this point. Yeah, I'm still on. It's only been, it's almost been 3 hours. This dungeon has taken quite the while. Silver Trench has been kind of making a man out of me. That's okay with me, because that just means my dual shop gets stronger. $86. Get the hell away from me, wand. You need a max elixir. To defeat the Huntails. Did they give me daughters when I asked for Sun Crab? Okay, so straight up everything clearly has Hydro Pump now. What about you, Lily? Do you have Hydro Pump? Alright, who really needs it? Well Duck needs more water pulses. Interested about that story, Hanyu. How did you get stuck in the bayou? God, bitch. I still have a chance to run into a cleanse orb, so I don't want to waste something. We don't need the heal ribbon. But the all dodge orb is going to be really useful against Lugia. Well Duck eats more water pulses. He's hungry. He's a hungry boy. Sometimes you gotta eat your water pulses. Need an escape orb. Wasn't it something in like one of the original, stream I did, I got really far into a dungeon and then accidentally used an escape orb? I distinctly remember that happening. For a second, I thought you said a gator, like an actual alligator, was the reason you got stuck, which actually could make entire sense. You are in a place where they do frequent, from what I understand. Just eat pulsing water. Isn't that just a wave pool? Which you wouldn't want to eat because people swim in those, and that means it's got like dirty, like Band-Aid meat in it. Hello, you sleeping little baby. Out of my house. Damn, head smash, huh? Don't like that. Huh. I mean, I guess it would make sense. It seems like people would try to kill a lot of alligators, given that they're spooky. I just like to call them Floridian swamp kittens, because baby alligators are really cute. Oh wow, we actually get one for ourselves. Thank you, Cloister. Where do you recommend you Tiny Hunt and Sword? Scraggy. I'd say Scraggy, but I don't actually think Scraggy is that good of a shiny. I say go for it anyway, though. And then you can name it Dingle Squirt. We've gotten so strong in this dungeon. We came in here at like 5 levels lower than this. Infinite hydro pumps! Itty bitty living space. 90. And now we know for sure where the stairs are. That's the most important thing that little man could have done for us. Hey, Grids. Cradley, Huntail. I'd like a Huntail. I don't get a Huntail. Sorry, Tentacle. Gotta go. Yeah, that's why I recommended that's why I recommended Scraggy, because I knew it was in Sword. Which is part of the reason if I did go 8th gen, I would end up going Sword, because A, Zamazenta just sucks. And then all of my surviving favorite mons are Sword exclusive. We get a Huntail. Nice. Huntail should have been Water and Dark. I know it would have been a 3rd Water and Dark type in a generation that added 2 Water Dark types, but come on. Cradley is Rock and Grass. Is that a... It's a Cubone. Really glad we're getting a lot more max elixirs, so more dynamic punches for me. What is Spotlight? I don't think I've ever heard of that move. Targeted by enemies, makes sense. So I will say, in regards about like shinies that we think are better than regular, I think shiny Zacian and Zamazenta are way better looking than their regular designs. Joy Seed. Definitely gonna keep that on hand. Underfoot, Plain Seed, which we will now eat. I don't like Sword and Shield, neither do I. That's why I didn't buy them. Let's see. For once, we're finally doing really well on PP. mind. Take it all back. If I remember correctly, you can't bring items into Purity Forest anyway, so it's not like a joy seed's gonna help out too much there anyway. If I find a joy seed in there, so much the better, but... Wow, love when that happens. Yeah, I remember Scraggy Shiny not being the best. Or just not being the most thrilling. But I don't know, Go kind of made me fear boring shinies less than, like, atrocious looking ones. At least the atrocious looking ones are noticeable. Yes, I would love to proceed without giving it an apple. Let's go! Look, there it is again anyway. It's fine. Nothing happened. Cradley's just trying to party with us. It's like, yes, I am Team Sizzle Beefs too. Bitch. Double bitch. Actually, you know what? Get the hell away from me. Shiny Balto is nice. I just think shiny Claydol is a little boring. The only shiny I'm really looking for in Go in this event is shiny Spoink, because shiny Spoink looks great. And I've missed my chance for it a lot. Ooh, we get a Cradley. But I am gonna have to turn it down. Our team is looking pretty good so far, and Cradley's not really gonna add anything to it. Okay. I need that for my dynamic punch. Shiny Spoink is nice, and then shiny Grumpig keeps it up. Hog Champ. I remember when Go had first come out, I was driving back up to Towson and there was a really bad traffic jam. And actually, I think I'm just going to leave this golden ribbon behind. I am not so pressed about the money. Another level for Wellduck. The Slumber Orb. Yeah, no, actually, I think Rog and Roller or Pawnyard would be way better shinies to find than Scraggy, actually. Shiny Gigalith is beautiful, and Pawnyard is also very good. Bisharp has a very nice one. I like the blue. Fishing Bandana. What am I hearing? Oh, Huntail's fighting something. Is Huntail dead? Nope, Cradley is dead. One room orb, huh? Is there anything we don't need? Quick Orb will be useful. I'm just gonna spam all these orbs. Pretty bucks. So actually, yeah, you know what? Screw the shiny Scraggy. Get yourself a shiny Roggenrola. Is my new opinion. Or really just go for everything, and if something's shiny, you win no matter what, so... I don't know why that just made me think it's like, oh, it's the Fury Swipes challenge, and it's like a new thing on TikTok. Like, what would the Fury Swipes challenge even be? The Helper Orb got sticky. God fucking damn it. I was gonna see if we could use that one on Lugia. Citrus Berry needs it the most. Floor 96! Looks like that's a monster house down there. One stay away one, because you probably have Hydro Pump. Heat Wave! Whee! Yeah, actually really glad we evolved our mons for this. That extra stat boost is very lovely to have. Thank you, Casey, that means a lot. I can't remember if we have more no, we still don't. Alright, Huntail, Sucker Fang, Ice Punch, Whirlpool, and Brine. Giga Drain, Acid, Gastro Acid. No. Yeah, no, sorry, Cradily. I feel like the room order that Nook's been giving them in is the same room order as before. So at least I can kind of predict what I'm getting. Sent your pal in to die there, friend. Except I still think that's a monster house, so I don't want to do it. No spotlight punch you in the face twice. Ooh, a lantern. If Lantern's packing Discharge, I might keep it. Oh, perv. Huntail, as much as I love you, I'm gonna drop you here. Because Discharge is gonna be really good against Lugia. Gotta love it. God fucking damn, dude. Ooh! Oh, I want that, and it's good I have to eat anyway. Thought so. Oh, the frame right here is just completely tanking. Yeah, I'd like an upstairs in New Horizons. Well, I want my basement because my plan right now is I have 7 sea butterflies. And my joke is that they kind of look like the 7, they look like the hearts in Undertale. Oh, Discharge is gonna fuck me. I'm frozen stiff. May I leave now? I can't because I'm frozen. Let me out. Let me out. But the sea butterfly, they look like the 7 like multicolored hearts from Undertale, so I just want my basement to be totally those hearts or those sea butterflies and make it look like a creepy lair from like Undertale. Didn't I have the 1 room orb? I do. Okay, last floor. This is it, kids. Just gotta make it through, and then we have to beat Lugia. I was about to say, we gotta do all... We've been through all this, we still have to beat Lugia. Alright, let's go! Cool. It begins! Alright, so, first things first. Let's get an all dodge orb going.